Well, good afternoon. Oh, I've had a day, let me tell you. It's been busy, busy, busy. Today is Thursday. It's about 2:30, 3:30, 3:30. Looking at that wrong. It's 3:30. Uh, and we have birthdays today. Today is my granddaughter by marriage, step-granddaughter, because she was an adult, basically, when Jimmy and Samantha got together. But today is Jesse's birthday. So, Jesse, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jessie. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. I'm not going to tell you how old she is, but she's my new granddaughter. It's also, I wrote them down because I didn't want to forget, Tim McDonald's birthday. So, Tim, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tim. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Art Brown, today's Art Brown's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Art. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all three of you have a great, great birthday. I still got to text Jesse. I thought I was going to do it earlier, and the day just got away from me. I'll show you after I'm done blah, 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 talking. We have had a busy, busy day. Jim and I watched all three Chicagos because they were all crossovers yesterday, and we didn't get to bed until almost 2 o'clock because Jim shoots on an archery league on Wednesday nights. And by the time he got home, we were going to just watch one of them, but then it was a continuation onto the next one. So then we watched that one. Well, then it was a continuation to the next one, and we thought, what the heck? Completely forgetting when we went to bed at almost 2 o'clock. Of course, that's what time I normally go to bed anyhow, but Jim doesn't. That we had to get up at 6:30 this morning to bring Mary downtown Detroit to go see her doctors about her liver kidney transplant. So it was like, and then you got to drive through rush hour traffic. I should have went. I could have made it. Anyway, so we got up at around 6:30. We left the house about 7:15. And we got downtown. She had to be there by 8:15 to give blood. So we got downtown probably, it's usually at not rush hour, we could have made it in 35 minutes, 40 minutes, probably 40 minutes. But it took us a little over an hour and 10 minutes to get down there for her first appointment. So her first appointment was to go to the lab to give her numerous vials of blood and to do a urine specimen. So we did that one, and then we got done, and then we had to go up to the 16th floor where we went to see the liver doctor. And so then the liver doctor, the nurse came in first, the nurse practitioner came in, did all of the normal stuff that they do. You know, they weighed her, took her blood pressure and all that good stuff. Then did a little bit of a history on her. And then she left. And then the doctor came in, and the doctor examined her. I got to see all of her incisions. I don't like seeing that stuff, but they had to look at it. And I was sitting right there, right in plain view. She does look like Frankenstein. Her stomach is all carved up. And while we were there, I was talking to the nurse, and I said, or the doctor rather, I said, did you happen to watch Chicago Med yesterday? And she says, yes, can you believe that? And I said, it was just so funny, because if nobody watched it, spoiler alert, Trudy gets shot 3 times in the back, and it's a while before they find her, and she's like bleeding out, and then when she gets to the hospital, her heart is completely stopped, and they can't get her heart back, and they tried CPR and all that, so then they decide to put her in a hyper chamber to bring all of her, like get her really cold. They took her blood out of her, then they put saline solution in her. They put her in this hypodermic thing or whatever, and then once she got her body temperature down, they took her in for surgery. They did open heart surgery. They fixed her aorta. They repaired all the bullet damages, all of that good stuff. And then they got done with that. They put the blood back in her. They got her heart back, and then she's sitting up in her room talking to Randall, who's her husband. She had a little oxygen mask on. And so I said, I wish that would have happened when Mary had her surgery because we were here like for almost 18 hours. I said, they got this all done like within 4 or 5 hours. And she says, yeah, you can't really believe TV. But anyway, so she checked Mary out. She checked all of her incisions. Everything's looking good. Her blood work hadn't come back yet. So then they moved her on. So then we left that doctor and then went to another doctor, all on the same floor, which was her kidney doctor. So first we see the nurse. The nurse comes in and does everything that she's supposed to be doing. And then the nurse practitioner comes in and she starts looking at Mary's incisions again, asking her questions, doing all, checking with her medication and stuff like that. Then the doctor came in and then does everything that everybody already did already. And by then her labs had come in and her magnesium levels were low. So they said, unfortunately, she's going to have to stay for 2 hours to get some magnesium infusions, which are like transfusions of magnesium. So we went over there, and we were waiting for the pharmacist. And then she's got appointments next week. So I was trying to set them up. So I had set it up originally for my brother to take her Monday, and then I was going to take her Thursday, and Denise was going to take her Friday. So then when I called my brother to tell him that the time had to be there Monday, he informed me that he can't make it on Monday because he's going to have knee surgery, which we knew he was going to have knee surgery, but we weren't sure when it was going to be. But he's got to go for the pre-op or something on Monday. And it's at the exact same time Mary's appointment is, and it's in a completely different hospital. So Jim and I are going to have to bring her again on Monday. So then he can't bring him on Thursday because Thursdays he watches his grandsons. So we called Don's sister. So Don's sister is going to bring her down on Thursday, but Denise still can take her on Friday. So then while she was getting her infusions, Jim and I went down to the cafeteria to get something to eat. And so we went downstairs and we had something to eat and just talk. Jim and I aren't really talkers. We don't really talk, but, whatever. So then Barry wanted a steak and cheese from the Subway, and when the doctor was in there, he said, as long as you tell him to heat it really, really hot. And so I said, so when I went down there. But the lady in front of me, when the girl was doing the things, she was putting clean gloves on between each order, and I didn't see that she was being, like, really dirty or anything like that. And the lady in front of me, who worked in the hospital because she had hospital scrubs on and everything, and she said politely, but kind of like I felt rude, that she wanted to watch her wash her hands in the sink with lots of soap before she made her sandwich. And so the girl said fine. So she made such a production out of washing her hands and all the way up to her elbows. And when she came back, she had her arms up in the air like that before she put her gloves on, kind of mocking the lady. But then she made the sandwich, so I don't know if it didn't seem like it was a joke because she was really, I don't know. Anyway, so I brought Mary her sandwich back, and then she finished her sandwich. And I had to wait probably another 45 minutes before the second bag of the magnesium went through. So then we made her different appointments for her next week coming up. And then she's still fighting. I don't know if I told you the other day when Bertie brought us, she went to take $200 out of, I told you this, she wants to take $200 out of her savings account. And then the machine got all jacked up. So she filed a grievance with them, and so now she's arguing with them about that. It's like $200 is like, that's not anything to shake a stick at. That's a little bit of money. So she was dealing with that while she was sitting in the chair doing her IV. She called somebody and talked to them. And then so we left the house this morning a little after 7, and I dropped her off at her house a little after 2:30. dropped her off, got her all settled in. She was going to take a nap. Hurried up home, brushed my teeth. I'm back in the car now because we're on my way to get my teeth cleaned, which I think I'm going to get there just in time for that. And we know how much I like to get my teeth cleaned. Not. I hate getting my teeth cleaned. I hate the feeling of them. They taste furry or something. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's not my favorite thing to do. But I do it every 6 months. So we're going to get my teeth cleaned. My lunch is pretty full. We went to, like I said, we went to Subway. I got a BLT sub. And I had a Pepsi with it. Because they didn't have anything. They didn't have any bottled water, which I was surprised. But they mostly only had Pepsi and Diet Pepsi and Mountain Dew. And I don't like Mountain Dew. So I had a Pepsi. And then we watched, they have a wall of plants. So we watched the guy climbing up there, cleaning all the plants out. And as he was trimming them and cutting them, people were swarming over there getting the clippings so they could bring them home and start their own plants. You know, if you put them in water, you get the root and you can start it yourself. If I didn't have so many plants already, I might have done that myself. But I have too many plants right now as it is. So I actually have the plants from my brother's funeral, and he passed in 2011. And I have a plant from my mother's funeral. I have 2 plants from my mother's funeral in 2008. One of them is a huge floor plant that I keep trying to get somebody to take clippings from because it's kind of getting overgrown. It's actually in my bedroom by the back window. And then the other one's on the table. And then I'm trying to think if I got another. Oh, I have another plant that kind of went crazy, but I like the way it went. It kind of was like stirring itself, stretching itself to the sun. So it's kind of weird, but it kind of like goes over my picture, one of my picture frames, the way it looks like a little tree. My favorite I ever had was Jim had got me a bonsai tree. And it was so cool, but I couldn't keep it alive. And then it didn't last. And so then he even got me a second one, which lasted a little bit longer, but not much longer. And so I said, you know, as pretty as they are and as much as I like them, they don't like me. So no bonsai trees for me. And then I'm not really good with terrariums, I think they're called. Denise has got some beautiful ones, but I don't have any luck with them. But regular plants, you know, I can keep a regular plant. I have a poinsettia left from Christmas that's still red and blooming. How that happened is beyond me, but I still have one of those. And like I said, we finished the West Virginia puzzle the other day, and then we're going to wait a couple days and then start on the clock puzzle, which I'm hoping will be a little bit easier, hopefully. And then I already know where I'm going to put it. I'm going to put it above them, because we always, when we get done with it, we put it on poster board, and then we hang it up somewhere in the house like a picture. And so I haven't decided where I'm going to put the West Virginia one yet, but clock one I'm going to put above my fireplace in the living room. So I know that's where I'm going to put that one. But I don't know where I'm going to put that picture. I have a picture up there already now, but I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I'll move that one somewhere. But Mary got all good things from her checkup. Her incisions are working well. The magnesium level is just part of the disease, not the disease, the transplant procedure, because the medications that she has to take to keep her body from rejecting the liver and the kidney drains the magnesium in her body. So probably like every other week she's going to have the magnesium infusions done. So hopefully it's not always going to be like when I bring her, because it's a long day. It's a long day. And those chairs are not the most comfortable to sit in. But she is doing remarkable, because it's been a month today, 4 weeks today since she had it done. She had it done on the 3rd. Or 27th. The 2nd? Was it the 3rd? No, tomorrow. Today's Thursday. Tomorrow it'll be 4 weeks. She had it done on January 3rd. And originally, this is about when she was supposed to be getting out of the hospital, because originally they told her she'd be in intensive care 3 to 5 days. She was in intensive care 2 days. And they said she'd be in the hospital for 3 to 5 weeks. And she was only in there 10 days. And then they said she would go to a rehab, and she went right home. She does have a home nurse that goes to the house twice a week, and then she has an occupational therapist that comes twice a week. But she spent the night last night. It was so much easier than driving all the way over to her house. It really was. I just set up the table for her breakfast so that she could just make her own breakfast this morning. But she took her own shower. It was the first time she's taken her own shower. Although I was a nervous wreck the whole time. I sat on my bed outside the bathroom just listening to hopefully that she wasn't going to fall, because she was insisting she could do it on her own. And she gets so mad at you if you try to help her, and then you look like the big clod, like here's this woman in a wheelchair and then you're not even trying to help her. But then when you try to help her, she snaps at you because she wants to do it on her own, which I understand. That's the only way. That's the way she's doing so well, is because she's doing everything on her own. But she's, she did really well. She went to bed early. She slept. She said she slept good. She got up quite a few times. I can see why she takes a nap during the day, because she gets up a lot at night to go to the bathroom. And I'm a very light sleeper. But once I wake up and hear a noise, I can go right back to sleep once I've identified what the noise is. And so I was able to go right back to sleep each time. Okay, I don't want to get under the tree. No, I'm going to go over here because I don't want that sap all over my tree, all over my car. So we are here. Lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky dog. I get to get my teeth cleaned. Aren't you jealous? You should be. All right. I'll show you my clean teeth when I'm done. Oh my gosh, that was quick. I was only in there 15 minutes, if that. I take really good care of my teeth because they're so crappy looking. I hate my teeth, but I don't want to get false teeth, so I'm putting up with these teeth. I really like this hygienist too, but I feel kind of disloyal not going to my other one. So when I made my appointment, I said, I kind of feel disloyal staying with whoever I had today, but I'd rather go back with my original hygienist. And they go, oh, no, we completely understand. So I got my appointment. They said 6 months. It's actually 9 months. It's not till September. I don't understand. I just don't get it. But anyway, she broke her elbow, not her. Oh, there's a squirrel. Literally squirrel. She broke her elbow because her horse. I knew she was a horsewoman, or whatever you call them. Equestrian. I knew she was an equestrian, but her horse, I guess, was running and it went too close to the wall, and she was trying to steer it, and she jammed. She thought she broke her shoulder, or dislocated her shoulder, but it turned out she broke her elbow. So, anyway, that's going to do it. Let me show you Mary at the doctor's office, and I'm going to tell you to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Okay, here we are. We've been up early. There's Mary there.
Hello, peoples.
We've seen how many people so far?
Oh, quite a few.
Quite a few.
We have to see the pharmacist next. So.
And then she's got to get an infusion.
Yeah, magnesium, which is not so bad, but toward the end, I get a burn-in my bicep, so they have to put an ice pack on it, and it helps out. But other than that, it's not too bad. But maybe I'll take a nap today when I'm doing that, because I didn't fall asleep last time, but I quit today right now.
They got to go somewhere else to do that. They don't do that in this room, do they?
No, they go back over that way.
Yeah. Well, I can see Jim then at that point.
Yeah, you can go back then if you want. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Jim's asleep in the waiting room.
And I can order something for me to eat too, unless you want something too.
No, I don't want anything.
Yeah, because they could get you anything.
No.
So.
Because I still have to go to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned.
Oh, that's right. You
do. I don't like having something to eat beforehand. Look at my hair. It's kind of like. I know I'm always complaining about my hair, aren't I?
I wish I had her hair. Look at mine. It's so thin. I finally get mine cut tomorrow. I can't wait. It's been forever. But the doctor just told me I've lost 70 pounds since January 3rd. Do you believe that? I can't believe it.
Fluid.
It's fluid, yes.
Fluid, not...
It's fluid.
Well, some of it could be body weight.
It could be, yeah.
But most of it's fluid.
But I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I haven't been this skinny, and I said I was 172 in 8th grade. That's all I can remember. And it's like, it's someone else I'm talking about. It's not me.
Yeah, you were what, 168?
Right before I went into surgery, I weighed myself. I was 178.
No, but I mean today you were.
I was 162, I thought.
162, yeah.
Yep.
She doesn't want to get under 150.
No, I think 150 would look good on me. I don't want to go beyond that, so we'll have to see. But I'm constantly hungry now. Before I had no appetite. Now I want to eat all day long. So I got to watch it because, the sugars and everything, because I take steroids that raises my sugar up and all that good stuff. So, but anyways. All right, well, it's great talking to you guys. I'm feeling wonderful. Thanks again for everything. Bye-bye.
All right. couple more hours and we should be out of here.